what I want you to understand is if you're running in pay-per-click campaigns, use a landing page. Here's why. There's several reasons. Number one, the biggest reason, I'm not sure if it's the biggest, but one of the biggest reasons to me is you see this page, there's no navigation, meaning all they can click on is this phone number and this get your quote button. That's it. And so what you're doing is you're reducing the number of things they can click on. So when you reduce the number of links they can click on, and all they can click on is either calling you or submitting their information, then that's why these landing pages convert at such a higher rate. Because what happens when someone goes to a website is they start looking around, maybe they don't find what they're looking for, maybe they get distracted. Nowadays with social media and having 100 tabs open on your computer, like I know you guys are probably all, partly victims of it. I know I have to like really monitor myself because it's very easy to get distracted. And that's the problem with websites is they don't focus the visitor on what you want them to do, which is you just want them to call you or give them your information so you can follow up with them. So literally, let's say you're spending $1,000 a month and the only thing you do is go from a website to a landing page. So let's say you're spending $1,000 a month, and for that $1,000 a month, you're getting, let's say 20 leads a month. Okay. So about $50 a lead. And then you switch to a landing page. Those 20 leads will go to now 60 leads, right? Because you were converting at 10%, now you're converting at 30%. So you get 3 times the number of leads. So now that $1,000 is getting you 60 leads a month, which, depending on your business, that might be good, that might be not. My point is they are a force multiplier, and I highly recommend them. Now, I'm not a fan of Limo Anywhere, Book.Limo, those online booking forms. I realize for very few of my clients do use them. And I realize for some of you guys, it's all that works because you don't have the office staff to follow up. You can't answer the phone all the time. So for some people, it's the only thing they can do. But I recommend not using those types of forms because they just do not convert very well. The problem is, number one, they can see the price before you get their information. And number two, they can go and shop the price. So pretty much they log in, they see the price, and they're like, oh, okay, let's see if I can find it cheaper. And you don't get their information. So no good. Get those freaking Limo Anywhere, Book.Limo forms off your websites, please. You just want a simple landing page. You want to speak to their ideal customer avatar, meaning corporate clients, send them to a corporate page, retail, send them to a stretch limo party bus page. You don't want to have navigations to other pages. That the whole point of a landing page is just one page. You want to have the phone number above the fold, meaning before you start scrolling, that's what above the fold means. You want to have your phone number above the fold, a quote request form above the fold, talk about the benefits of working with your company. You want to have reviews. You want to have trust symbols, like maybe you're on TripAdvisor, maybe you're on Yelp and you have 5-star reviews on Yelp, or you have 5-star reviews on Google. You want to include all of those things, as well as written reviews and all these badges on your site, because it's social proof. When someone lands on your landing page, they're asking themselves 2 things. Can I trust this company, and how much is it going to cost me? And you want to provide those things right away. So what's next? Well, look, guys, once you find this working and you start making some money with paid advertising, you need to just start spending more, because Google ads, Bing ads, it's like a machine where you put $1 in and you get a certain number of dollars back. And so if it's profitable, why wouldn't you jam as many dollars into that machine as possible? So don't be afraid to spend money on advertising. You just need to be sure you are tracking it. And most businesses I work with don't track it. But if you don't track it, how do you know if it's working or not? How do you know if should we increase our spend? Should we not increase our spend? I have this conversation all the time with business owners. I'm like, well, it's not being tracked, so I can't really tell you. You know, we're just kind of hoping and praying. So recap, you got to have the right mindset. You need to focus on sales. You know, the PPC campaign. I hope you guys took a picture of those slides. If not, I'm going to send a replay to all of you tomorrow anyways, so you can always, you know, go through that. But we're trying to put our ads in front of the right people for the lowest price per click and send them to a high converting landing page. And then look, if you really want to scale from 6 to 7 figures, you eventually need to increase your ad spend. Okay, if you're spending $500 a month and making money, then why don't try spending $1,000 a month? I've found it's oftentimes a mental block that someone's just like, I could never spend that much on advertising. It's like, well, try it for a few months and see what happens to your business, and then thank me later.